views and opinions expressed on the Big Llama Show are those of the host and guest. They do not reflect that of our sponsors, advertisers, or employers. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Yeah, it's in the she ruckus. That beat, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wagon to the million, Louis V about that. Stacking paper limitless, what you know about that? I'm getting paper, seats in the cloud, hands up in the air. Wagon to the million, Louis V about that. Stacking paper limitless, what you know about that? I'm getting
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the Sunday night live stream. We are streaming live every single Sunday, live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We love to do the show. It's driven by the chat. Can't wait to get tonight because tonight there's an energy I'm feeling from the chat. But we can't start this show without my co-host. So welcome to the show, Mr. Blackout AD himself, my co-host, and our producer, Medium Llama, Big Poppy Angie. How you guys doing tonight?
What's up, Llama?
Good. Happy to be here. Excited.
All right, listen. Before we get started, we'll go to again. The producer is running the show. AD and I are just doing what we need to do, which is talk to you guys and run the show. But before we get started, there was one thing that I sent a link. I want to shout out my friend Bert, comedian Bert. He has an opportunity to potentially work with Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live, and he's trying out for this show. So he needs your votes. There's a link in the chat if you'd like to go and vote for him. I think all you got to do is give up an email address. I've shared it on all my socials. Just showing some love to a former guest of ours. He was on the show before. He was generous with his time and spent some time with us early on in the show's inception. So just really, really excited. So please give that man some love. And he's a funny dude. Check out some of his clips.
For sure. Definitely.
So AD, man, how's your week, man? How's everything going?
It's good, man. Been a busy week. Started a new job and stuff. So,
Oh, a new locale, huh? New place to work.
Yeah, finally. Had to get out the other place. But yeah, it's just been a busy week, man. School, work, just trying to better my life and shit.
Yeah, I noticed you weren't streaming as much, but I figured you got some changes in your schedule, so which is all good, man. It's all good, man. You have to do what you need to do, and you're going to school, right? So that's on top of everything else. So, well, tonight we got some topics that we can talk about. I know in the chat someone's talking about the She-Hulk. She-Hulk we can talk about. I want to talk about my reaction that I put out there. I want to talk about YouTube's trying to take my money and whatever else comes up. Yeah, man, YouTube did us dirty, AD, man. They hit us. They hit us with they limited our ads. We couldn't make any money off of ads. All of our live streams, I think almost like 80% of our live streams, they took away the ads.
Why did they do that?
There's a new child protection act or something that they've had in place, but are just now starting to enforce it. I guess if you say a certain word or you have something in your description, they're automatically flagging you so that you can't make any money. It's limiting all your ads. And they did it without telling me. Like, it was like all of a sudden I just take a look at my dashboard and there was like 10 or 15 different videos that were all limited, meaning I wasn't making any money off of them except for YouTube premium subscriptions, which are really, really low. But yeah, man, we got hit hard. And I know other reactors got hit pretty hard too. So it's kind of a sneaky thing to do. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a weird thing going on with like censorship lately. I mean, there was that Andrew Tate guy getting banned on all social media stuff. So I think these kind of things are affecting all creators in a weird way. Plus, they're always like that. Like, they're very sensitive with what you can and can't put. And if you don't, like, how do you say? Like, if you don't categorize it right, they'll try to take it away or like cancel your ad. So yeah, that sucks. It's not good at all.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they just told me, because all I had to do was I disputed them. And 90% of them, except for one episode, they would not overturn. So I want to go back and see what the hell we said in that episode. Maybe we would drop one too many F-bombs in that episode, but I got to go back and see if there's anything that we did. But I noticed, though, when I uploaded the From Dusk Till Dawn video, they asked me a ton of questions. Like, there was now a form I had to fill out, like if it involved guns or violence. And Big Homie has a good point there. Censorship has gone crazy. Cancel culture is BS. I mean, it's insane, because there's the stuff that I've seen on YouTube that doesn't get flagged, and then you flag a talk show, and the topics that I think even our Loki ones, a bunch of our Loki ones got flagged. Dude, we weren't controversial at that point. We weren't talking.
Yeah, but it could also just be maybe this is a new way of like stopping. How do you say, like I don't know, not because we never like showed anything, but you know how like Twitch, if I play music, they'll mute the music or whatever station. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe because we showed too many clips of the show, or I don't know what it could be.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we showed, I think at the time we were showing images of like specific scenes, but it's geared towards kids. So I know the questions that I had were about violence, about guns, and then about. I mean, my channel is never, because I was always afraid of what that meant when you say for all viewers, right? All kids. I left it as an adult channel. So it's never been geared towards kids at all. So, and then I thought for sure. All right, here's the funny part, right? From Dusk Till Dawn is the one I put out. Lots of violence, lots of gore, lots of language. And that one didn't get flagged at all. That one just got checked with the new standards. Didn't get flagged at all. So I was a little nervous about that one, but I also recorded probably one of the worst reactions I've ever done, and it's never going to see the light of day. So I had a great week. I put out From Dusk Till Dawn, and then I did The Emperor's New Groove, which is a cartoon, and I love the cartoon. I just didn't have the energy for it. I honestly like it's a movie I've seen before, so I was trying to do the classic rewatch stuff and just like talk about facts and figures. And at one point, I just like lost the energy, and I was just watching it. I was just watching the thing, and so like there's at least 30 to 40 minutes of me like this, just watching. I couldn't. Now I'm gonna try to splice it and see if I can salvage it, but I honestly don't think it's ever gonna see the light of day. It's a deep cut.
I wouldn't put it out if you feel like
no. I'm gonna look at it, because so I've had that about different reactions that I've done. I'm like, oh god, this is terrible, and then I cut it and I'm like, oh, it's not too bad, or it's pretty good. But this one, I feel it in my bones. So I'm gonna look at it. I'm giving it once over, but that's it, and then see if it even works. I think I'm not gonna do cartoons anymore.
You never know. What if it's your most liked video?
It's a good movie. There's nothing wrong with it. You've just seen it 1,000 times.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. I love the movie, but and that's what I'm saying. I felt excited about it. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And I just like, it's recording. Like, it's recording time. I do this at like, try to start around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And by the time I finish the movie and I'm doing the post review, it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm exhausted. So I think I hit a wall. Yeah. Like I did the recording and I hit the wall, and I just didn't have much more to give. But
yeah, especially if you already seen it at that time, I don't think that was a good choice of movie.
No. I mean, I didn't have the energy for it. I don't feel like it's going to have the legs for it. But anyway, it's interesting. I do want to talk about From Dusk Till Dawn, but let's see what's in the chat. Let's see what we got going on. Big Homie wants us to use Patreon. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Big Homie says that new From Dusk Till Dawn React was fire. Thank you, sir. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's see who else we got in the chat. I see Chamorro Cinema. Manny is in the house. Thank you, buddy. Station brother. Thank you for joining me.
Station, pal.
Big homie wants us to go on Patreon. I have some mixed feelings on Patreon. I don't know what you think. I mean, AD, I know you think of this differently than I do. I feel really guilty about putting my stuff on a paid service. But I think you would say it's okay, right? I mean,
if you're trying, if you're gonna make any kind of money off of it, might as well put it on a service that people can go to. Because you're making money off ads. It's the same thing with like Twitch subscriptions. Like, that's how you grow. That's how creators get paid, by doing stuff like that. And Patreon is one of the best ways to do it, and gives you the most freedom in what kind of content you put out, because the people that pay for it want to watch you and your content. So it's like, why not put it on a paid service? Because if they're gonna support, they're gonna support. Then you can put anything. You can curse. You can watch whole movies, or you can do pretty much anything. So.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing. It's more of a guilt. Like, I feel guilty. Well, again, this is, if I had more time, honestly, if I had more time and devoted to give proper content, I'd have a Patreon open right away. And I think I had one right away, but I just couldn't keep up with the content, the load. Because if you're going to pay for a monthly service, I feel like I got to give you content to pay for. But again, it is what it is. I just don't feel right about it. But I think at some point I need to. Like, the channel is actually growing. 1,300 subscribers today. We're at 1,300, so it is growing leaps and bounds. So we're starting to get a lot of traction, and every day, I think we've gotten over 24,000 hours of views, which is insane to me. That someone has listened to my voice for 24,000 hours.
That's good though, man. That's super.
It is good.
Honestly.
It is good. Let's see. A big homie says we as consumers choose to pay for it. Okay. Tamara says I'd join up. Okay. Or a channel membership. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Again, I'm contemplating it. I'd love to do something like that, because honestly, what's happening now is I'm at like a crossroads where if I'm going to make this happen, I'm almost at that point where I got to start making, more and bigger steps. Again, I've been taking baby steps. This is a hobby. I love it. But yeah, I got to start doing some things to start advancing it if it's really going to be something more,
Yeah, but you kind of always knew that. The thing is like you said, you have it as a hobby, so you do this on your spare time and stuff. But for you really to grow, you've seen it. Like, you see, to me, I use me as an example, because you saw how much time in the past year I put in streaming, and you saw the numbers go up. Like, I talk to you all the time about it, but you see how like consistently I was streaming, and how the growth was consistently going up. And then I came back from getting my car started at school, and then I stopped streaming as much. And it's like, some streams are good, some streams are bad. Like this one, I only streamed for like 20 minutes. We had like 8 viewers, and to me, that's a product of building what we did already. But I haven't seen growth. Like, even our last like fight night was good, but it wasn't as like, we've seen it before, 50 views. I got banned at one point, like I got banned for getting too many people at once. But it's just a consistent. The content game is constantly putting stuff out for people to watch. And that's one thing I always told you. Like, if you put more videos, especially in that time when you were growing, like if you were to put a video a day in that 2-month, 3-month span that you were growing crazy, like imagine realistically what your numbers would have been.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was that was the insanity, which was great. And I also think, and again, it's the learning curve, right? Like, I started with a different topic type, and trailer reactions and reaction videos and movie reviews, which I love, but the views weren't there, and it's hard, it's tough, because that is a full-timer's game. Like, you cannot miss a hit on those unless you build your audience, right? But like, I remember I'd be at work, and all of a sudden I get that notification, hey, that new Superman trailer's out. I'm like, oh God. I'll do it tonight. And then by the time mine came out, there were 1,700 videos.
Yeah, but also at the time you were doing it, you had no subscribers.
Right.
That's another thing too. Like, you've actually hit the algorithm of YouTube. now. I mean, think about like 2 episodes ago when we saw that the live stream hit the suggested, which never happened before. Like you're in the algorithm now. So now it'd probably be easier if you found a good trailer to react to. And it's timing and luck, really, and putting in the work. But like you said, if you're at work and you can't record it, you can't record it.
Yeah, that's it's it is what it is, man. I'm excited, man. And listen, this last video, so I want to talk about it, and then we can jump into some topics from the chat and anything else. All right, but this video, if you guys watch it, if any of you guys have watched it, it's probably my most edited video that I've made to date. It has inserts, jump cuts, it has all kinds of stuff in there, and it's because I really did take my time. Every day I chop up a good 5 to 10 minute segment and really put in the zoom and all that stuff in there, and it wasn't just getting it done, it was how do I create kind of entertainment, a show, not just me talking about the movie and making the edit, which is good. It's part of the entertainment value, but I was just amped. I enjoyed the movie from beginning, right? So that helped. And then as I was editing, I just kept finding ideas of, okay, let me splice this piece of information here. Let me put this thing in here. And some of the stuff I said I thought was pretty hysterical. And I'm like, damn, let me highlight this shit. And that's why I sent out the Selma Hayek Spanish got me talking Spanish clips. But it was just a great movie. But I really enjoyed. This is one of the few times I enjoyed the editing process. I know I've complained about it like countlessly, but it's it's crazy. It's just something that I finally figured. Like I was excited about the content. I was excited about the movie, and I really got into the editing this time. I wasn't just a chore. Like, oh God, I got to do the editing. It was like, oh, let me put in this hour or two to just really sit down and focus in, and then that was good for me. So we got some folks in the chat there. It looks like let's see, Hercules says, medium llama, you're doing an amazing. You're amazing as a producer, by the way, brother. Keep up the great work.
Yes, sir. Shout out Medium Llama for the new look Twitch stream.
Yeah, you got new overlays over there. That's great. Yeah. Chris Gillen, he's viewing it in the J Bizzle. I know he's in the J Bizzle.
Let's go.
Actually, Chris, congratulations in taking your son to Calvin University, man. The guy's gonna go play baseball up there. He just dropped off his son. I hope he has an awesome season, man. He's an amazing third baseman.
That guy's gross. He's gonna be an issue. He's definitely gonna be an issue over there.
He is. 3 generations on the Llama show. Okay. There you go. Chat mom, thank you for that. Yeah, I think we've had Little Llama on, not on the show, but I think I've had him on the channel, and
he's in a video, I think.
Which one?
You did a KSI video.
Yeah, it was like a music reaction or something like that, or a boxing one.
Well, see, it's weird. He wants to do this show and he wants to be part of the videos, but then his attention span and his what he wants to do versus putting in the work to it is a little different. I mean, remember he had his own podcast
for like a month. For like a couple days.
He put out 3. He's like Biggie and Tupac. He put out 3 episodes. He's done. He's retired.
Yeah.
I don't think they retired, brother.
Well, you know what I mean.
I think it's different. No, but weren't they? Wasn't Mama Llama like bragging that their first episode had more views than us?
Yes, she did. I think it was it was a year ago, the back to school episode, and we pre-recorded it. Yeah, because it was like the beginning of August. Yeah. So we put together the back to school. John Gillen in the house. Yo, what's up? Road to 5,000. And yeah, we put it out as a pre-recording because she doesn't stay up late, and she was bragging for a while that she had more views than us. Now our average viewing is like blows her away. So like,
because she only has 3 up.
Well,
she doesn't have much to deal with.
Well, no, I'm talking about her episode versus all our other episodes. Like now we get a consistent number versus her one episode. Yeah, we hit the algorithm, man. So I was excited about that too. So So from Dusk Till Dawn, have you seen that movie before, AD? No. I don't think you've seen it, Medium Llama. Have you seen that?
No.
I've
never heard of that. It just looked like a really like it was like somebody was on something when making that movie. It just did not seem like a regular. Like I was watching the clips and stuff. I was like, there's no way that George Clooney's doing this in front of my face.
Bro.
Well,
it just didn't make any like on paper. It doesn't make any sense.
The premise.
Had the nipple suit.
Oh yeah. The nipples. You question Clooney with the nipple suit for sure. No. Since I think it was, I think if you watch Robert Rodriguez movies and Quentin Tarantino movies, this is their style. This is what they do. But the movie itself doesn't make any sense. Like if you were to watch it without any kind of understanding of what's going to happen, it's a tale of two movies. Like you spend the first half of the movie in like a bank heist kidnapping type scenario, and then all of a sudden vampires show up and you're like, shit, what? Like how did we do a left turn? And it was out of the blue. Like you just, I knew it was vampires because I had heard about it, but like I kept thinking if I was watching this in the theater and I didn't know anything about it, I'd wonder why in the hell did I watch a vampire movie, because that wasn't what I was geared up for. Let's see. Chat Moms.
They had showed vampires though.
Yeah, of course. I think in the 90s they used to show you the whole movie in a trailer. So, Chat Mom says every movie from the 90s feels like someone was on something. It does for sure. And then I professed my love for Salma Hayek in this review. It was an interesting review. I actually tagged her. I don't know if you guys saw that on my Twitter feed, but she didn't
see it.
Asshole.
One day.
I tagged everybody. I tagged Robert Rodriguez. I tagged Danny Trejo. I tagged Salma Hayek. I said, I'm going to go for gusto. Maybe one of these guys retweets one of my video or something. You never know. Some of these guys like this shit. But yeah, no, none of them responded. I looked all day for the damn retweet or a heart. Nothing.
Please,
somebody see it
from one of you guys.
Thanks for crushing my dreams.
That's all right, man.
I'm gonna change your name to Blackout a hole. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Big Home Mrs. Llama needed to take a shower after all that admiration. Yeah.
I think that's the wrong thing to do. Is leave them alone.
Oh my god. It was fun, man. It was a lot of fun. So I enjoyed it. Oh, here we go. Gabe says, AD, you're the dream crusher.
I keep it real, buddy.
Let's see. Maddie Page. Anyone know Maddie Page?
Not that I know.
Well,
Good
welcome
vibes.
to the show, Maddie Page. Good vibes only.
Hello.
Let's see. She's a beautiful lady, but I just don't find her attractive.
What does that mean?
Mom.
She's beautiful, but not attractive.
What?
She's
She's beautiful on the inside.
Yeah, she has a good personality.
She has a great personality.
I chat, Mom. You have to explain yourself. No, I think I understand what she's saying. She's a good-looking lady, but maybe there's some substance issues there. Like I don't know, like if she doesn't know more about her.
Are you saying she's on drugs, dude?
No, like substance, like her character.
I'm gonna be honest though. I agree with Chatmon. Like, I never really thought she was like. Never was I like, wow, Salma Hayek so bad. But,
is this like the Aladdin is mid discussion? Are we gonna have another one of those?
No, but Aladdin is mid. I gotta post that clip. I slacked on it.
I was so shocked at that clip, man. You really like hit me hard.
You
man.
went in on Aladdin for no reason. Aladdin didn't do anything.
Oh, I gotta say, as a content creator, I was thinking about this and I was talking to Hen Dog about it. Honestly, if I were in your situation and I had like water in my mouth, I would have spit for the clip. I thought about this. I was like, if I was in that situation, I would have went for it. I would have just let it go.
Though, right? I think I was thinking. You know what's funny?
I would have definitely went for the clip.
I'm gonna have to put like a screen here, like with some plastic for more spit takes, because you did catch. I'm telling you, it was genuine reaction because I was like, did he just? First of all, you said it was mid, like you just said like mid, and then you was like he's a cuck, and I'm like, what? Whoa. like that caught like floored me. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Jay Birdie over here, Aladdin's kind of mid. Come on,
I mean, it's not great. You know, it's not the best Disney. Not the best Disney movie.
Then what is?
Top Disney movie.
Easily
Okay. That makes sense, but like you got to put it up there a little bit.
I just don't
whole
like
new
her face,
world?
maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Which is
Listen, Jasmine's the best part of that movie. All right. I said it before. I'll say it again. Jasmine's way hotter than Salma Hayek.
What?
Get
out of
This
here,
is not
man.
real. This isn't real.
It's a fictional character.
Hey, man. Not to you. Not to me.
Not
to
like
us.
she's real to me.
Look, if you said Jessica Rabbit, I would be like, all right,
That's
maybe. But
also a fake character.
I know, but I'm saying if you're gonna use a fake character, okay, fake character Jasmine from Aladdin or Jessica Rabbit. I would say Jessica Rabbit's probably the better option.
She's got a BBL before BBLs were real. That doesn't count. She's got work done. Jasmine's more natural, prettier face. You know,
It's all
more
the
down
artist.
to earth.
It's all on who made it.
Jessica Rabbit seems like she'd have an OnlyFans right now. If that movie was made today, Jessica Rabbit has an OnlyFans. Easy.
She does. She does. Let's see. Herc says here, LOL, I honestly agree. I can see how she's beautiful. Personally, don't see her as all that. Hercules.
Listen, man.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
He's
yo.
trying to get on Chat Mom's good side. So I
No,
can't blame
I
him.
don't think that's the
That
case.
makes sense. That's understandable.
Is me against the world? Selma Hayek is not attractive?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, Pablo. Gabe cannot dream. Wow.
Don't let
Shout
him
out,
dream.
Pablo.
That's okay. So Birdie's got his list.
Lion
Says
King,
Lion
Toy Story,
King,
Cars. Okay.
Okay, top tier.
I
Okay,
guess
which one? Cars,
yeah,
Cars
that's pretty
3.
good. And I don't remember Cars 2 and 3.
What
I
is
know
it?
2 was bad. I know
What
2
is
was
it?
bad.
Aren't they Pixar, not Disney?
Yeah. Well, Lion King is Disney,
Okay.
and Toy Story
Yeah.
and Cars is Pixar. Better body than me, though.
I'll tell you what.
What?
I'll tell you what.
What?
Let's see. Gabe's got a hot take here. It's not the best Disney movie, but it's top tier. Okay. Now, Chat Mom, you're gonna get me in a lot of trouble. Sophia Vergara is my girl as well.
This is back-to-back episodes. This guy brings it up.
I didn't bring.
He's paying her. He's paying her at
Too
this
fat
point.
Listen.
She's also
Get
kind
out
of
of hand.
just. Her voice is annoying to me.
Oh no, her voice is totally annoying, and she overdoes it. But now you got to. Okay, so hold on. So Hercules in the chat saying he would put Selma Hayek over before Sofia Vergara, and
Oh yeah, you're right.
but I don't know. I think I'd pick Sofia Vergara over Selma, but I mean I don't. Now I'm in a puzzle here. I don't
This
even
guy's
know.
in a pickle.
I'm in a pickle, man.
Yo, Birdie said Dexter's mom's a baddie. Dexter's mom's got the yeast.
Dexter's a mom.
Those are cover your ears, medium llama. Those are childbearing hips.
Let's see. Selma's a super hottie according to Jay Birdie.
At least he agrees with you.
So Gabe agrees with me. I got Gabe on my side.
Yeah.
He says Selma Hayek is a baddie. I'm with you, Llama.
Llama, come on.
I know.
That's what you want on your side. This is the hill you're gonna die on.
The minute I read it, I go, oh shit, he's gonna drop. Just I said Gabe's on my side. I get it. No, let's see. We're fighting right now because he doesn't think Sophia is hot. Oh,
She's all right. Oh, you could go to Miami and see somebody that looks like her and talks like her. both of them. Easy. Any place you go in Miami, you'll find somebody that looks like that.
let's
Alice in Wonderland is a top tier movie. I gotta admit.
It's a top tier movie if you're high.
No,
The live
Yeah.
action one was pretty cool. That one was good.
that one, yes, but
That one was
top tier
that was
overall.
I never liked Alice in Wonderland, by the way.
That's crazy. First
I
hot
just-
take Disney edition, Lion King. What?
Mine.
Lion King what?
What? That's up there? Okay.
For the best one, yeah.
That's not
Let's
hot.
see.
I literally said that. How does that taste?
Yeah, exactly.
Mom from Incredible. Yes, that's another one.
Yeah, Elastigirl.
Yep,
Elastigirl.
that's it
Look,
right there.
You see what
That
what
one
I'm
right
saying?
there.
Everybody
That one right
knows
there,
they
that
have a
comment right there.
cartoon crush. Everybody has a cartoon crush, especially from like our era, like growing up. Like we all had some form of cartoon growing up. There's a
It's-
crush in there.
I'm just wondering why the animators thought that was, just a
Necessary.
good, like a stylistic choice to do
Thicker,
that.
thicker. 3 C's. 3 C's.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Llama's favorite cartoon character is probably like the wife from Jetsons or something.
No, come on.
Flintstones.
Flintstones, asshole.
Oh,
Flintstones.
I was gonna say Flintstones. I was like, wasn't she
That wasn't
bad?
even, that wasn't even my time. The
Bart-
Flintstones were like the 60s.
That wasn't your time, Llama? Come on, dude.
Come on.
Come on, buddy.
Oh God, let's see. Big homie here with the take. Best animated geeks. This is incredible. That thing is literally incredible. Oh, the chat is insane. Solid. I'm going to Miami.
I'm going to Miami.
She's
Oh,
done. Let's see. The Aristocats. I hate cats, by the way.
I hate cats.
I don't.
Oh, is that the one where the little kitty gets lost in the city? That might be a good one. If that's the one, then that's a good one. I remember watching that as a kid in Children's Emporium. Shout out to the preschool.
Oh yeah, that is the cat one.
The preschool's playing the movie.
Yo, seriously.
Let's see. Lilo's older sister, Lilo and Stitch, Nani. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about her.
And she was young too. She was at least like 22.
But she had kind of like a big nose.
She was a prime drawing.
Oh dear God, big homie seconds that opinion. Looks like.
Yeah.
Speaking of what we were talking about earlier, this one's definitely getting blocked. These guys like cartoon porn. That's what they're gonna say.
Oh God,
that's gonna be the headline.
Oh.
Big Llama likes cartoon. Big Llama literally, and I quote, said, "Mrs. Incredible's ass is incredible."
I just read the comment. I didn't
Nope,
say
God,
it.
it's already
Context
caught.
doesn't matter, brother.
That's it. We're limited.
Doesn't matter.
Now.
Tarzan's wifey.
Way to go.
I like Tarzan's wife when she lived with him in the jungle a little bit more wild. She was a little bit too primmed up, you know.
Or who was it?
It gave too much white privilege.
The girl from Hercules. What was her name?
Oh, she was bad.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I forgot her name.
I'm trying to think of what her name was.
Chat, what's the name? What's the name of the girl?
Yeah,
in
what's
Hercules?
the name of the girl from Hercules? That one was up there.
Go ahead, read that one.
Llama pulls up to fight with a musket. Is that a freaking musket?
No, the movie is Oliver and Company.
Oh, that is the movie. I enjoy that movie. That's the one I like.
Is it Meg? Is that her name? Meg?
Yes.
Is it Meg? Okay.
Luna also said it too. Shout out
Oh,
Luna. I don't know who that is. Welcome.
Oh yeah, welcome, Luna Rose. OMG, she was that? She had no reason.
She had no reason stealing my heart. Oh, the girl from Kim Possible.
Oh God.
Oh, is that what they're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see. Our taste in women came from toxic animated figures. Spinelli from Recess. She go from Kim Possible, and Sam from Danny Phantom.
Oh, Danny Phantom.
Oh, Sam. I forgot about Sam.
Danny Phantom was fire.
Yeah, or it might just be me. Okay.
Let's
see. And my wife is a chat mom because is all those characters without toxicity. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm a little toxic, just not for you.
Oh, love.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm definitely not getting any ads on this one today.
You might get all the ads, actually.
You might, actually.
Well,
we're talking about children's properties.
We might get a Disney Plus subscription out of it.
Yeah, for real.
Let's see. Child from the Road to El Dorado. Never saw that movie. I heard it was good, but
I think I seen it in theaters when I was young, but I don't, because I have like a weird memory of like going to the theaters and seeing the poster of it, but I don't remember that movie at all.
Oh,
It's a Chell from the Road to Johnson, and I think Homie agrees with that. Let's see.
oh, oh, God.
Oh God.
Oh God.
On
Oh,
God.
fish God.
Let's see. Ace with the hot takes. Okay. Oh God, Gabe Pocahontas. Pocahontas. All right. She's the historical figure. You really can't. You want to talk about?
Yeah, I can't really hate on that, or else it'd be like bad.
She wasn't
I
that
can't say
bad
like
in real life.
Yeah.
And if
She
you
wasn't
put them
that cool.
together, it doesn't equal out very
No,
well.
it's not that. It's not there.
Oh, you're always there to bring us to a level field there. First time reaction for Llama El Dorado. Okay.
Okay. He just said he's not
Maybe.
watching cartoons, dude. You're not listening to him, dude.
Yeah, we just went over it.
He's gonna fall asleep. I hope one day. I hope he falls. If you ever fall asleep on stream, you have to put it in.
That's what you have to do on a
Especially
Patreon.
because your
Any video
honest
that you don't
reaction.
wanna
That's an
make,
honest. What's more honest than that? Just
Yeah, listen. I will, if I get too comfortable anywhere, I'll fall asleep. I don't care if you've got like explosions and the most interactive movie. So back here, I'm not super comfortable, which is good. Plus, I'm also talking, which is different. But if I sit and it's quiet for more than like 5 minutes,
This guy
I'm done.
is a sleeper. Oh my goodness. This guy can fall asleep anywhere.
I can fall asleep anywhere as well.
I could
Well,
too.
it's because I'm 100 years old.
Bambi's mom.
Birdie.
It's thick, huh?
We're definitely getting banned tonight. Bambi's mom.
Gabe, it's bedtime, kid.
The adults are talking. Go to bed, Nick. Gabe. Well, she was 11 in real life, so she's talking about Pocahontas.
Well, she was also, born in like 1800s. So, like,
You're trying to justify it now? You can't justify it.
ooh.
He's like, well, that was back then.
She's still an older woman than me, brother.
Definitely
I
older.
think we gotta
now.
walk away from the Pocahontas discussion.
Yeah, don't bring it up again.
I'm hitting the books right now. Team No Sleep.
Okay, that's good.
Hitting the
In
picture
the
book.
picture books.
Oh God. Oh, let's see. Princess Kita from Atlantis or Journey to Atlantis. I
Talking about Doja
never
Cat.
seen that one either. Never seen that one.
You never seen
Have
that?
you seen
That's
Doja
actually a
Cat
good
now?
one.
I heard it's good.
Oh,
I heard it's
That's
good.
a good one. Doja Cat and her eyebrows really hurt my feelings.
It's in her head. No, I just can't even get into it. I was a fan of her. Not anymore.
Love me
Not
some
that.
brown woman, aka Ace.
Llama falls asleep anywhere because he was in the army. Hashtag we make it happen. Actually, that's where I learned the skill.
No.
Yeah, no, it's where I learned the skill because you in the army you got to sleep wherever you can sleep, man. You get to rest whenever you can rest. So trust me, you sit down, you learn to just close your eyes and like nod off. But if I get too comfortable, man, I'm out. I'm out cold. It's tough, man.
Big
It's tough in
homie said
meetings.
you went to Pocahontas' birthday party.
I get it. I'm the old man in this crew. I get it. Homie, you suck.
Tarzan's mom. I don't even remember Tarzan's mom.
No, I don't remember either.
It is. Isn't it a monkey?
Yeah, I don't think they showed the mom. It was just the monkey who raised him. That was Rosie O'Donnell.
Wait, hold on.
You're Googling it, right?
Yeah, no, it's a monkey. Yeah, it's a monkey.
It's a monkey. Okay, yeah.
All
It's a
right.
character Rosie O'Donnell play.
Whatever you're into, I guess.
Your thing. Jay Brady says
thing, do your
pop-up
thing.
picture books. We're talking about Gabe over there.
That's
Oh,
bestiality.
There it is.
Let's see. Kita also. Okay. Let's see. Herc is out on 4 second flat snoring and shit. Yeah. So that, I mean, listen, it's embarrassing. Like that skill, it's a gift and a curse, man. It's a gift and a freaking curse because I've caught myself in like work meetings. I'm sitting there like, and like if I'm not involved in the meeting, I'm just like,
There's
I'm
like
about to
there's
nod
like three
off.
stages. There's 3 stages that you like pass out. Like you have like steps before you pass out. Like first is like the arms cross.
Oh,
He does like the he does the arms cross, and then you're like, okay, you can see he's getting a little tired. The second he puts his legs together, he crisscrosses his legs, he's done. And his head goes back, he's done. He's not waking back up until you gotta like push him to wake him up. It'll
He's
be
not
loud.
lying.
A movie will be playing, and he'll be like back, just out, just passed out.
I'll fall asleep anyway. Especially when I was younger, I'd go to people's house, and if I'm not interested in the people's house, I'll just go to sleep. Like, it's boring. I'm going to sleep.
Like, I don't like it.
So here's the Llama Show challenge, right? There's 2 stages you missed. One is the arms crossed. That's for sure. If you see my arms crossed, so look for it in a video. Look for it.
If you see his arms crossed, he's either not paying attention or he's just getting tired. He's just slowly falling back to sleep.
So actually there's 3 things to look for. So this is the secret now. If all of you guys want to go back into the library, look for 3 things. 1, if my arms are crossed, I was tired as hell. 2, if you see me do this, just nod my head like this while I'm watching it. I'm half asleep. Like I'm watching, I'm going like, but that's like my go-to react. Like my body automatically just like moves when I fall asleep. I'm like, and that's how I like pretend I'm still awake. But honestly, if you see that in the video, head going side to side, arms crossed. The third thing
are those of the host.
Oh my god!
Oh,
What happened?
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah,
That's
all
crazy.
right. God, well, sound like
Oh,
me.
I forgot. This beautiful mixer.
And if you see this right here, if you see me kind of scratching or just like pulling, I'm
Oh
trying to stay
yeah,
awake.
you do that all the time. It's weird. How do you do that? He does that like as he's falling asleep. He'll be like, and then just like mid scratch, he'll just throw his arms down. I'm like, I look over at him. I'm like, dude, you okay? He'll be like,
These guys have
Huh?
a seizure.
So guys, those are the 3 signs in my reactions to see if I'm close to that sleep study there. Oh my god! All right, let's continue with the chat. What do we got going on here? Let's see. It's funny because Gabe's mentally slow. Okay, Gabe. Talking about it.
sorry, Gabe.
Asking. Yeah, it's about Gabe. Has he been tested? We'll see. What's not funny is that Jay Bird is physically slow unless he's eating. Damn. All right, so you just described Herc as well. Arms crossed, legs crossed.
Maybe it's like a father thing. I don't know what it is. Maybe
father
it's just like a son. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a dad
You
thing.
start
so
falling
you
asleep
just-
weird when you're a father.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
start
listen,
doing
you're
weird
exhausted.
stuff, and it's a pattern.
Let's see. Jim Hawkins' Treasure Planet and the cat lady who captioned the ship. Let's see. He says here, except Herc wraps himself in a blanket like only his face is showing.
Oh, he pulls
He's
like a
ready to
burrito.
go. Yeah.
That seems comfortable.
Actually, the way AD looks right now, it looks like he's about ready to go because he's got the cover right there, and I'm like, if I was in that, I'd be done.
Nah, I just
Okay.
didn't like how the hoodie looked.
Oh, that's fine, man.
So I had to close it up.
Gabe's like the Barney Rubble of the group.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, gee, Fred. Let's see. Jimmy's the Joey Diaz of the group. Okay.
Successful comedian.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Gabe, that's a compliment.
What? He's hilarious. I don't get it.
I know. Let's see. Herc says it's definitely a vet dad thing for sure, unless Big Homie can attest. Actually, yeah, Big Homie's a new dad.
Big homie
Is he-
has trouble falling asleep.
Well,
Big homie
He
doesn't
said-
just fall asleep, dude.
he says I can knock out on any couch, man.
I don't believe
Are you
that.
calling him a liar?
That's a
I call him
common.
a liar, dude.
That seems like a common dad thing.
Yeah, I'm
Passing
calling
out on
him.
any couch.
Well, so Big Homie. So the question is for Big Homie: is this true? Like now that you're a dad, have you been bestowed the gift of daddom that you can fall asleep anywhere?
You get new powers.
This guy said he's funny and obese.
God.
I can
Follow
sleep eating.
Yeah, you can sleep eating.
That's a
That's
skill.
crazy.
That's
That is
just
skill.
insane.
That's also dangerous.
Guinness World Record.
That's really
Like,
dangerous.
That's dangerous, man. You might be chewing and all of a sudden, that's it. You're done. Gabe sleeps upside down like a bat. Okay. Bernie said the AD looks like a panda bear tonight. That's Bernie's
wait.
comment for you. Let's see.
This man said I'm too paranoid to fall asleep anywhere.
Okay.
What you got going on?
Let's see. I want to know how many dad jokes Big Homie makes daily. Okay.
You should ask.
I mean,
you should ask
he's
that
new
guy
in
right
the
there how many
game.
he makes.
He's new in the game. He hasn't gotten his pair of New Balance yet. I'm just saying, it's coming. It's coming. Trust me, man. I thought it was a cool dad, but these guys show me every day that I am not.
It's not that you're not a cool dad. You're a cool dad. It's just sometimes you just
not
gotta.
cool, dude.
It's just not cool. You just don't fit it, man.
Sorry,
It's
man.
because I'm his
Sometimes
dad. That's what it is.
Sometimes jokes don't land. It's fine. We get over it, but we make sure that you remember not to say those again. It's like a repetitive thing.
Got it. If it doesn't, my problem is I try the joke more than once, and I think it's gonna work. Hashtag Dad's a blackout.
He goes with the Jimmy strand, uses the same joke every time.
But Jimmy has a different audience every time in the different lobbies.
Yeah,
so it
Well,
works.
Llama, listen, I played, especially in that time where every lobby he's talking shit. I play with the guy for hours a day, and I gotta hear the same joke every lobby. He's like, oh, he's gonna say this. Oh, here it is. But sometimes I gotta admit, he changes it up a lot. Be like, oh, he delivered it a little different this time. But for the most part, it's the same joke every time.
It gets me every time.
He's got succession, and Llama gasses it up. Llama loves it. It was like, no,
man,
you just heard him say it every time, bro.
I'm telling you. He says GG's to the guys. I know what's coming, and I know exactly which one he's going to do. He's probably going to do the one where your dad left and didn't come back for the cereal with the milk. I get that, but I love that one. I love that
It's
joke.
definitely his go-to.
I love that joke, so I'm always looking forward to it. And then the reaction that people give him, I think, is even better. But I can't even hear anything else because I'm laughing so damn hard at him. So let's see. Let's see. Gabe, for that joke, you should have called him Ralphie May. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jimmy likes Ralphie May, which is hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Big Homie says Nike till he dies. Okay. No New Balance for Big Homie. Herc says I refuse to buy New Balances.
Yeah, but New Balance, I mean, there's cool
They're
New
comfortable
Balances now. It's not like there's that. Now, if you go to like Ross and buy a pair of New Balances, then you're messing up. That's
They
what
have to be white.
So
They're all white and blue.
There's some stylish New Balances. There's some
I
real
gotta give
nice
away my
ones.
secrets, man. I bought New Balance from Ross.
The cleats for baseball,
cleats.
those Nike ones,
Oh,
those New Balance ones are clean.
I used to buy. I was one of the first people to wear those, and people made fun of me. And then the next year, everybody in the major. It's the same thing with the 44 Pro gloves. I was the first one to order it, and now everybody has it. I'm like, bro, what is this? What is it? But I used to go to Ross for my cleats. I would have like 4 or 5 different pairs of cleats just because I'll see them for like $20. I'm like, cop them.
What did I found, what was it? It was like $20. These like Nike. I think it was either like a breast cancer or like a Mother's Day like shoe. It was a Trout shoe, and it's bright pink. And I wore it for like 2 seasons, and Lucas wore it for like, I think he's still wearing them. And they were like $20. Like, they were so cool. I was like, that was the best find I think I had at like any of those stores.
Yeah, I've had like numerous Nike Hirachis, different colors, like black and orange, all gray, all black. I have fat feet, so I had the Hirachis that like stretch. I didn't have like the nice, like not the nice one, but like the one that everybody else had. I had that like kind of like sock looking one, and that was the last time. But also, pitching, I always rip. That's another thing too. Like pitching, I would always rip my right toe. Would always be ripped on every cleat, so I would go through cleat. It's not like I just had a shit ton. I would have like 2 or 3 at a time, but they would all rip eventually. I just have to get more every time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wonder why Lucas is ripped. So that must be it too. Well, that and he just drags his feet everywhere.
Yeah, he just drags his feet all.
Well, I mean, if it rips like pitching, it's in a certain spot, like your big toe area, always rips there. Like I'm talking about, like split open.
I just don't think that he ties his shoes properly, so his feet just shake every time he runs. I think that's what it is. He doesn't do anything that would make him like rip.
There's a science to this shit, and that's what it is.
Yeah, that's all it is.
What about Skechers? Ace says Skechers. I mean, are those dad shoes? I don't wear Skechers.
Those are dad shoes.
I feel like Skechers is for like newborn to like 8. The ones with the bouncing on them, and you got like the lights, and one of them made noise or something like that. That
Llama's
you were
gonna
cool
put
for
a
that.
pair of Skechers on, clap his feet. Look,
I used to do that. I used to do that before school, like the school year started in like kindergarten. I would put them on and like sprint down and back, thinking I ran faster with them on. My big self was like, "Oh yeah, I run fast now." Like, I look back on it now. What else did he say?
Let's see. Chat mom just posted to her Insta story my sleep routine. Your whole sleep routine?
Yeah, she just has that recorded. Did you fall asleep during the Llama show, dude?
It's a crime.
It is. As he wears his best dad shirts. I mean, let's see. My dad did the disappearing act, the best disappearing act ever.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think my dad did.
It's not a competition, AD. Things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen, man.
Like never showing up.
I think Chat Mom has top-notch dad jokes for sure. I got to hear some of them. Let's see. We're just a pun and prank and dad joke family out there. Let's see. Let's see if they got any. Some New Balances are fire. Yeah, well,
the newer
depends. AD toe scrapes cleats to death in 2 to 3 games.
Oh, if I'm starting, it's a wrap. I'm throwing 5-6 innings a game. They're not lasting long.
Especially when you have that divot on the mound. It's getting
so bad.
That's my new nickname for him. Hashtag toe scrape.
Toe scrape.
That's the big homie. That's because he bought them at Ross. Oh shit! He called you out.
They're Nike.
There's nothing wrong with that. I will defend you on that. I'll defend you on that because those.
Listen, hey, you go into Ross right now, you're gonna find a nice fit, some shoes, and a bag.
What is it? What brand do they have there? Guess or like Calvin Klein?
They basically just literally. I noticed this when I went back to Florida because obviously 2 different climates. But like over there in Florida, here you try to buy a sweater or jacket, so expensive because it's gonna get cold soon. Especially like in the winter. When I went over there, they had all the same things on sale. And I was like, bro, I'm pretty sure this I bought. No, it wasn't this one. There was another one, another Champion thing I bought, and I bought it over. I bought it over here, and then it was this actually, but it was in the mall. It wasn't at Ross, but it's the same concept. And I went down there, and they had it for 50% off. And I was like, bro, I just paid full price for this literally last week. Thought I was all cool. Went to the mall, like, yo, I just bought that. I was like, bro, I told my dad, I was like, I'm about to buy all of them and then take them back and just sell them, return them. Be like, yo, I don't need
return them.
We should. You should buy them here in Florida. Ship them up to Denver. Oh man, AD equals toe scrape.
I don't like this. I don't like this narrative.
I'd only wear Skechers if they light up. There you go. Yep. Okay, from the Chat Mom herself, the official word in all of Chat Momness: Skechers are mom shoes.
I think.
Agreed.
Maybe Asics might be a mom.
Are mom shoes?
No, those are cheerleader shoes. Those are cheerleading mom shoes.
Or like football moms. And stuff like that.
Maybe, yeah, but football moms too.
That's like a prime time like track and field mom.
She's at the field every day.
She's the speed walker.
Yep.
That's the only time.
Asics are necessary for speed walking.
She's the one that throws the end of the year parties and gives everybody participation trophies.
In those Asics.
Chat Mom says my stepmom always had those bitches on. She's talking about the Skechers. The lights at 5 miles per hour to top speed.
Yep. You were no match at recess.
No competition. There you go. Damn it, AD.
I don't even know what I said, but
So I think it's the dad thing.
oh, the
I
dad.
think it was a dead thing.
No, it's not a competition, man. Oh, Jesus, I wish my dad would disappear. Oh, dear God.
What's going on?
Toast Creek, why you rubbing your eye like that? Made my eyes water. Oh, shit.
I'm not acknowledging anybody that calls me Toast Creek.
He is blackout
go in the
AD.
corner.
Respect. Put some respect on his
Put some
name.
respect on my name, all three of y'all.
I don't know. My experience, mom shoes are chanclas.
Yeah, because you get thrown at them.
You get beat with them for sure.
They were never on our foot. They were always in the air.
They were always flying
They were
across the room.
Projectile.
Oh, let's see. Birdies is a good point. I feel like we need adult Heelys.
I mean,
No.
listen,
No.
No.
I have a funny story.
Ty-
I begged my parents to buy me Heelys. I begged them, right? And it's funny because this was the same year I started playing baseball. Literally, like 2 weeks before my first season ever playing baseball, I was like, "Hey, can you buy me Heelys?" And they bought them for me. And the first day I wore them, the first day, I didn't even leave the house. It was 7 a.m, probably earlier because I had to go to school. And I'm waiting for my mom in the driveway, and I put both my feet up, fell, and broke my wrist. And I started baseball with a cast on my arm from the Heelys. And my parents never let me put them back on, not even without the wheels. They're like, "No, you made us buy." It was like $80 for the Heelys. My mom's like, "You made me pay $80, so I have to take you to the hospital and get a cast." It was bad.
Jesus.
It was bad.
And you could wear them without them because I think Angela,
Yeah,
you
you
had
could put
them.
I did it.
There was one that it was like you could pop it off and put the flat part on.
Yep, she threw them away.
I had a pair.
more.
I think I wore them for about 10 minutes. And I think that I ate it in the driveway and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. They also didn't look good at all.
They were terrible looking shoes.
They did not
they
look
were.
good at
They
all.
looked like DCs.
They were like horrible.
They were like thick like DCs, bro. They were not good shoes.
Or like N1s. They were like Walmart N1s. That's what they look like.
Gabe is just like his father. Okay.
All right.
All right, cool.
They're called rollerblades, Jay Birdie, instead of Heelys. So I can bust my fat ass twice as often. Yeah, I mean that. I'll tell you that the where I knew that like my old age caught up with me, and again, insert joke wherever you want, was when Little Llama got a hoverboard or scooter thing.
Oh,
I
that thing
jumped
was a
on there.
death trap for him.
I jumped on there. I did like the Mike Tyson spinal, and that was it. I'm done. I'm done.
You're shaking.
I was terrified of the thing. I would never touch him again. Hercules says he gets some Heelys though. Okay. Again, case in point, broken wrist. Gabe says I couldn't ride my Heelys at AD's house because of him falling. So you ruined it for the rest of the family, man.
Hey man, I'm a trendsetter. I don't know what to tell you.
Heels are the devil's work from the wrist fiasco. Oh my god.
To me, the funniest part of the story though, the day I got my cast off, I had baseball practice. And the coach hit me in the wrist that I broke when I was batting. I was like, "What is going on? What is going on, bro?"
Oh my god!
The coach is like, "What happened?" I was like flinching. He's like, "What happened?" And then the other coach is like, "He just got his cast off today." Like, oh,
good job,
idiot! I was trash on that team anyway.
Let's see. My aunt swore we were going to get hurt, but by the time I was already a pro with him. Okay.
You were also 25 pounds, brother. You were a small guy.
Right. When you're lighter and closer to the
just
ground.
became 5'5" last week.
He's at micro wrestling. Let's see. This story gets better and better. We need to film this. For sure, man. Like that it's like a total. Well, hold on. So, medium llama goes, gets his ankle all jacked up at a trampoline park. But again, I told him afterwards because we were talking in the hospital. No, we're talking in the hospital. You're proud of that? Okay.
It was. I was retired in baseball. I had nothing to do. I was like, yeah, let me go have some fun. Do I regret it? A little bit. Do I want my leg back? Yeah, kind of. But
my pocketbook regrets it for sure. But
yeah, I felt bad for that. That was the only time I felt bad.
But yeah, I like anytime like we went roller skating or I was like terrified, especially because they played baseball. And so, having Heelys, I was like, damn, that sucks. Hoverboard, I was worried about Lil Llama and this one, eating it and then just because I almost ate it like hard. And I was like, oh man, if I ate it, I'm gonna break a wrist and smash some stuff. But yeah, man, I can't stand that stuff, man. I get scared of that. But yeah, medium llama here bust his ankle at a trampoline park, and I'm like, this is why I get nervous about you guys doing these things. And I'm glad he wasn't playing baseball anymore, but he's retired.
Yeah, this is like the first like really bad, not bad, but it's like a serious injury that I've had. Like I was like, oh, okay, this is new. But it was fun. It's a cool experience. I wouldn't do it again, but
what were you doing, bro? How do you hurt yourself?
So okay, hold on. I'll explain.
This story is good.
Okay, so we come back from our cruise. It's the first day back we come back, and my friends call me. They're like, oh, let's go hang out, let's go do something. I'm like, all right, what do we want to do? And they're like, oh, they have this deal at the trampoline park. It's like $20-$25 or something like that, and you can just jump the entire time. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, we'll go. So we go. I knew somebody there. They gave me free tickets and free shoes, or like free socks. So like I didn't have to pay anything except for the medical bill. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. But I go and like they're hanging out and they were off to the side. And I saw that they added like a basketball court area, and I always see all those videos of like they call it like slam ball or whatever, and it's just like everybody's dunking. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll go dunk. Here's the thing, I did not eat it while I was dunking. Okay, there was this not a child. I'm not even gonna call him. He's around my age, but that was a man that landed on my foot. That was a full grown. At least like 5'4", or like not 5'4", 6'4", 6'5", like 275 pounds. This guy was a machine, and he was just dunking on everybody. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get away from this guy. So one play comes up, he hops over me like it's nobody's business. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna back up out of the way. I'm not gonna get dunked on. There's cameras recording. I don't want to be put online for this. So I back up, and I proceed to walk away. And as I walk away, my foot turns around, and he comes landing on it with both his feet. And my foot just folds in half, and I fall on the floor. I was like, I didn't even know what hit. I couldn't see. I wasn't paying attention. My head was facing the opposite direction. So I turn around, and all of a sudden, my foot is just a ball. And I was like, oh, that's not good at all, and I can't walk. And I'm thinking that these people have the common decency to like stop the game. I get subbed out in 2 seconds and they play around me. I was like, what? Why is this happening? So I army crawl my way back onto the sideline. I got two of the workers there. They're asking me like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. My adrenaline's through the roof. Like I'm not feeling a thing in my leg. And I'm just trying to be like positive about it. So I start standing up, trying to walk on it. I can't really walk on it. So I'm like, yeah, I was like, no, I can't walk on it. They make me fill out this incident report. I'm like, whatever. And they asked me, they're like, oh, do you want an ambulance? I'm like, no. I was like, I'm not charging for it. No, I can walk to the hospital. I'm not charging for an ambulance. And my friends come over, they're like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And they're both smaller than me. So them trying to pick me up was like impossible. So like I'm trying to like carry my own weight while they're trying to carry me out. Then they threw me on a wheelchair, and it was like so ironic. As I'm like being wheeled away, one of the workers comes running behind. They're like, wait. I'm like, yeah, like I forgot something. They're like, here's 3 free tickets the next time you come back. And whenever you feel healthy, come back. Here's 3 free tickets on us. I'm so sorry this happened. And I was like, and
You're
in
never
my
going
head, I'm
back.
like,
You're never going
and
back.
no,
to
I
that
said it
place,
as a
dude.
joke. I like when I was like in the wheelchair, I said as a joke, I crossed my arms. I was like, I'm never coming back to this establishment. I'm not gonna do that again. But the funny thing was as like filling out the incident report and everybody's like checking on me. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, like I'm okay. Like I know my foot's not broken, but there's definitely something wrong with it. And the guy who landed on my foot just walks up and just literally just daps me up and he goes, my bad. And he just walks away. I was like, huh? No, like, sorry, like, no, nothing. He was just like, hey, my bad, I gotta go. And he just keeps playing the game. So I was like, all right, whatever. And it was funny because like 2 weeks later, we go to the mall and I see all like the 4 guys that I played against were all like together, like hanging out. And you just see me in a boot on this scooter, driving around they knew it was me. And I looked directly at them. They knew it was me. And they just like kind of walked away and looked away. And I was like, yeah, it's whatever. But I'm glad it wasn't like anything like way worse than what it was. I was like, but I'm out of the boot now. I'm in an ankle brace. So I can walk on it, but there's still a little bit of pain.
Moral of the story is don't pick up medium llama on your slam ball team.
Exactly.
I did my job. I was blocking.
They subbed them out
I did everything correct.
They're like, yo, get this kid out of here. Get him out of here.
All of a sudden, this white kid with like long, luscious blonde hair comes in playing for me. I'm like, this kid's like 5'4". Like, why are you picking him up? I was like,
he probably scored more than you did anyway. So
I did my part.
So when you come down AD and you do the baseball challenge, which we're gonna do, medium llama's gonna have to wear an ankle guard or something.
I told you I was gonna hit him in his ankle first pitch.
I have a leg guard. I have a leg guard already.
I let him know. I'm not scared.
It's my front leg. It's the front leg.
I know.
So
I asked him.
Yeah, no, he's got target acquired.
I asked.
Throw something off speed so it won't hurt his back.
Yeah, it's gonna be off speed, all right. It's gonna be off the plate a little bit. Same speed.
Just a little bit.
Hercules wants to know, one, are you a celebrity, and how does he get producer treatment at trampoline parks?
You got to produce, brother.
I just know.
You just know people?
Apparently it was a friend I went to middle school with, and I couldn't even remember him. And he was like, yo, what's up? I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And I was ready to
he's not watching.
No, I know who it is. I know who it is. I know who it is. Like before when I saw him, but at first I didn't really know who it was. But he came up to me and he was like, I was like, oh, I just need like the all day pass. And he was like, oh, what socks you want? I picked the socks. He's like, don't worry about it. And he just makes me walk away. I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully he doesn't get fired for that.
I used to have friends like that.
He's a cool friend. But I'm not going back. I'm not going back there.
Yes, in prohibition. No, like we should like you have a friend who works somewhere, like they used to do the hookup. I used to do it all the time. Like if I saw you in the drive, I worked at McDonald's forever. If I saw you in the drive-through, I'd throw you a couple extra burgers in that bag. Even if you didn't ask for it, it'd be like you just like open your bag, there's like 6 extra burgers. Like, damn. And I'd be like, that was me. And then when I saw them, they wouldn't give me the extras their places. So screw them now.
I did that.
I'm not bitter.
I worked at the ice cream place. I hooked everybody up.
Yeah, you never charged us right.
There would be like 4 or 5 items.
Don't spill your secrets.
Home. I don't work there anymore. No,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That dude's shiesty, bro. He's gonna be on this. He's gonna be watching this. I'm gonna get my money back from this kid.
It wasn't that much, but I did. I may or may not have put down a kid's cup. Disclaimer. I may or may not have made my family pay for a kid's cup when they had 4 or 5 items in their bag. That's just gonna throw that out there. If it's not on record, even though it is.
Now it is.
It's not.
That's on record. That's on the podcast.
This is a record. This is the record.
It's all right.
And we're recording.
It's done. Bernie says we should start a basketball league. What do you guys think?
I 100% agree. I was in my prime before injury.
Basketball. Basketball. Oh,
Is
that's
that
like the
a-
movie basketball. No, I don't know about that. I think we'd be good at it, but I don't know about that. Have you seen the
pretty
movie
good.
basketball?
I don't know. I think I did, but not. I don't remember that. But I thought the concept was stupid. It's like this is they're wearing baseball jerseys and playing basketball. This horse.
Let's see. We should start a slam ball league team.
Herc, don't do
Tampa
it.
Bay
Herc,
Blackout.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We'll definitely have some experienced players.
All we need is
Don't.
a freaking me.
I'll be head
and
coach.
Justin. I mean, everybody that came to my house because I would force them to play outside with me. But we used to play tennis ball, which was just baseball with the tennis ball.
Oh, tennis ball,
Like in a
baseball was the
small-
most competitive thing
like a-
down here.
Like a small little, like our backyard was like big enough to be a field, and then we had a 2-floor house, so that was like our green monster, and then we had like an alleyway that went a little bit deeper. So it was a
That's
good
sick.
time. But I always said, I would always talk. Me and Justin always talk about it. Like we got to do that for content one day. Like we get everybody together, record a game because it was just a good time, and I'm striking everybody out But- as hard
Put
as
me in
I
there, put me in
can.
there. I can play tennis ball, baseball. Did you use a metal bat when you play tennis ball, baseball? You
No,
used
we use a wiffle
the
ball.
wiffle
bat.
ball.
Yeah.
Wiffle ball bats where you at?
Birdie wants to let you guys know they're the Goombas of gaming, right? The
GOGs.
GOGs.
I told me and Bertie were talking about how if I ever leave Blackout, we just go start a Goombas of gaming. that'll be the next in line.
The black. Listen, I want us to grow to have 1 million subs, and these chats have thousands of people in them, and then I just want you to walk out in the middle of one of the put some respect on my name and then just walk out.
You
Green
can't walk
screen.
off your own show. That's weakness.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait till after the
that's a
show.
little rude.
After the show, you just don't show up.
I'm gonna post a tweet. I'm officially a free agent.
Toe scrape out and walks out.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
That's great. Hercules says our slogan
Can I
could
remove
be
him?
our slogan could be breaking ankles and breaking records. That's literally my Sandlot. Okay.
Having a sandwich.
We winning Evo.
Oh, we
Stop
won the
playing with
Evo
us.
2023. Birdie has an elaborate plan that we go to Evo next year, lose, we break up the year after, we both make it to the finals, and then the year after that we team. So the next 3 Evos I think are spoken for.
Okay.
Blackout's winning all 3 of them. Multiverses.
That's the you got served plan. One of you
Yeah.
guys gonna sell each other out?
No, we're not Sunny, dude. Sonny's a piece of
One
shit.
of you's got to be Sunny. One of you's got to leave the team. Oh man,
It's gonna be a amicable breakup. We're just gonna
That's
talk
nice.
crap about each other online.
I will
Post
not
a boxing
go.
fight and come back.
Well, listen, I think everyone wants me to like a friendly spar with Birdie. I don't know why.
You
But
guys
I will
are in
not-
the same weight class.
Right, I think so. I think that's what it is. No, Birdie's is a multiverse tourney. Anyone? Yeah, let's. Well, we're all going to lose to Birdie, so we know that. So,
He's beatable. It's just he's really good.
I would say, what's the
Beautiful.
secret?
It's better than me.
I'm
I'm
butt
not telling nobody.
mashing king.
I'm on his team. I'm not losing. You think I'm gonna lose this tournament? No.
We're doing teams or that was solo.
Well, no,
You
we're
can't
doing
just be
teams.
making teams.
We're doing teams, dude.
That's not fair.
Multiverse.
Nah, but we should throw. Honestly, we should like plan a day where like we have like a little tournament format, even if it's 1v1, 2v2. I think at any game, if we just get everybody on at once and have like a, you know what I mean, whether it be COD or whatever, I think that would be a good content and good fun. I think we would all enjoy it because the trash talking we would have in between, like, I just think it would be good all over.
Let's see. Me and AD versus whoever. That's what he's saying. That's the team.
Now we're gonna put everybody's name in a bucket and we're gonna pick.
We're gonna
That
do a
makes it
draft
fair.
league.
Yeah, we're
There
gonna
you
do
go, there
draft.
you
No,
go.
that won't be fair either.
Now we got to do.
No.
All right, so we'll do the draft on the Big Llama Show, 10 p.m. Eastern one day, and then the tournament will be like that week, and that's how we'll do it.
All right, that sounds good. Sounds good. So Jay Bird says, "Relax. I can tell your palms are sweaty." Oh, the weight class. You definitely don't want it in solos, young Padawan. Yeah, you don't want to go 1-on-1 with him.
But
Oh, okay, here goes.
but
Hercules says, "It's me and Chat Mom on one team."
That's what I'm saying. We
Okay.
can't be making these teams already. It's not fair.
It's got to be you and it's gonna be the two llamas.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't.
Listen, he
get
doesn't
the
want
draft
to team
pick.
with me.
llamas.
He doesn't
Trying
want
to
to
get
team
the
with me. I
draft
get it.
pick.
I get it.
He's trying to get.
Trying to get the
He-
draft
He
pick.
knows his fit. He knows his fate, man.
I mean,
know
have you
You
seen
the
might
him
want
play
to
Call
call
of Duty?
somebody else. You could be like Big Homie's teammate. You call Big Homie.
My
so then
back is gonna hurt. My back.
Hen Dog and Llama would be good content on the team.
Oh my God, Hen Dog would be yelling at me the entire time. Bro, what are you doing? You suck. The Llamas on one team. Gabe and Ace. Okay, then we got couples, Hen and Homie.
And then home.
Okay. That'd be, you know what? That'd be fun. Let's we draft up the players and we say, okay, who's going to be on what team, and then throughout the week we have the tourney. We'll see who the winner is. We'll keep posting the results. Let's see, Ace is going to carry me. She's good at the fighting games. Okay, like I said, I'm button mash extraordinaire. If I can figure out the combo, I'm going to use that combo. You guys get pissed at me. I know that for sure. Oh, that's right. That's right. James or Chatmoss is her and Hen, right? I think there's a history there. they'll be arguing the entire time. Oh my God. Let's see. So we didn't talk about She-Hulk. Do you want us to talk about She-Hulk? Do we have time? What did you guys think?
I thought it was good. It was super short, but
episode.
it was better. Yeah, it was better, but it was too short. I think. I think the first episode was good because it got everything out the way, and I like how they just kind of went past that. Now we're in her everyday life, you know. But the Easter eggs in this show is kind of crazy, and what they're setting up is kind of dope. So I'm kind of looking forward. I think she's a good She-Hulk. I think the comedy aspect of it is super good. I like it personally. I like the jokes they're making. A lot of people are complaining about the man hate that goes on in the show, but I honestly think it's funny. They're making jokes. It's not like it's cheesy stuff. So overall, I enjoyed the episode though. I really did enjoy the episode.
I mean, how insecure do you have to be be if you're I don't understand. People get so there's some shows that are blatantly over the top with some stuff like that. Yes, the show is making it a point. The plight of women, it's okay. It's okay. If you're not an asshole and you're not a jerk like that, then you got nothing to worry about. But I just thought the episode was too short. I kind of was starting to get into the episode thinking, okay, we're moving, and then all of a sudden it ended. So that's my only complaint. I still enjoy the show. I just think people are just hating on the show like crazy.
Do you see? I don't know. Maybe we follow different people, but I don't see any hate really. I think most people are actually enjoying it. I thought it was gonna get a lot more. I thought it was gonna be out, especially after the first episode. It was you see a lot of people saying the man thing, but there's multiple reviewers that don't let it bother them, you know. And I just think the writing is good.
No, and the writing is good. What I read is the guys who are attention whores. They are just trying to say what's the big popular.
Say it. They're bitches.
They're bitches. They
They're
are bitches. But no, they're trying to say the thing that gets them the most views, right? I if you have legit issues with the show, fine. But when all of you, I mean, not you, but when all of these guys, these big time guys are all saying the same thing, the exact same thing, it gets annoying. It gets really, really annoying. And it's I come up with your own thought of it. And again, it's not that bad. The show is okay. It's good. I enjoy it. It's fun, but it's not like the MCU. It's okay. It's not and this is the problem, right? The MCU caters to the highest denomination of fan, right? It up to this point, up to this phase, things were made for the mainstream of the giant swath of people, and they're trying to phase into smaller demographics, smaller groups, more intimate storytelling for different types of people, just because they've got to grow the brand. You can't just have the same shit over and over again. So I think people don't like it because it's not being spoon fed to them the way that they would want to see it, right? Like I'm used to seeing it this way, and I see it, or it's always this, the way that this works. No, these are different stories with different people, different audience targets. Okay, so it's a little different than what you're used to. Get over it. They're going to give you a good movie later on down the road. So, let's see, Johnny's.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll just read here. It says she's enjoying She-Hulk so far.
Hey, nice.
So.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna get hate early on. I mean, we talked about it before, but it's the same thing. Like, even though I didn't like Miss Marvel towards the end, like I enjoyed what I did see. I did enjoy it, but I definitely fell off of like caring about the story. So I didn't really care to finish it at all. But the hate that show was getting, like, I don't think was warranted. And I think it's gonna be the same thing with all these like offshoot characters that, like you said, they're trying to. We know what this is. This is, like I said it last week, this is the Sex in the City of the quote unquote of the MCU, where they're trying to go to like women who are working, or like how a woman would deal with this. And I just feel like you said, some dudes just, they don't care about the women's story, or if they do, they're gonna find problems with it just because they're gonna nitpick because it's not for them, But overall, it's one of the better, to me so far. It's like one of the funnier shows. Obviously, it's like more geared towards comedy. I enjoy the fourth wall breaking, so like I think it's gonna be good, man. I think I'm just curious as to like how long are these next couple episodes, because they gave out 4 episode screeners, or like 4 episodes for the screener, and I haven't heard anybody, and I'm sure they have like NDAs to people saying stuff, but I haven't heard anybody say that the other episodes are this short. But also, like the review I seen, they didn't like. They were like, they seen it beforehand, but they were also just like, they hated that it was so short. So I don't know, like, I don't know how to gauge it. Like, I don't know if the rest of the episodes are going to be this short, because if it is, then it's going to be a problem. Like, I don't need 25 minutes of a show. Like, why? You know what I mean? At that point, it's like, why are we even hyping this up? Why not just release 3 at a time, or 2? Give us like some to binge at some point.
A combo together. One of the questions on here was, did the CGI bother us when it first came out? I would say no. Like, I'm not a CGI snob.
It did.
I can tell like it wasn't the greatest CGI, but I wasn't like, oh my god, I can't watch it. It's terrible. It's Sonic. Or was it ugly Sonic levels?
Ugly Sonic,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so I didn't bother me any. I don't know, but did it bother you, AD? I don't think so, but
no. I mean, I wouldn't be bothered by that anyways.
Yeah.
It's like people, CGI, so like people want it to be like Thanos level CGI, but one, it's not a freaking $100 million movie. 2, it's a comic book character, so it's like it has to be a little animated. I think it kind of gives it that feel, but I can see why they said it was hard to make her face look, because like with the Hulk, it's a little bit more rigid and you can like put a little bit more detail, but hers is like more smooth, so it looks more cartoonish than most things. So yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
What is it like? Like Bruce just has a lot of texture on his face already.
Yeah,
so
but they
like,
also, another thing with him is, I feel like with him, they've done it so much that they kind of perfected it at this point.
Yeah,
he's a new character, so it's like, I bet you if they come with the season 2, the CGI would be way better. Yeah, because they've done it for a whole however long.
Like looking at it now, there's nothing wrong with it. Like it doesn't bother me as much, but like I've seen some people say like when they're standing together, it like kind of puts it off. But it's like she doesn't have like the rigidness, or like the kind of like he kind of had this like it was just kind of his texture. It was just kind of like how he looked.
Remember the Hulk, the look of the Hulk is cartoonish. Like it looks like a cartoon. He's big green, like giant mass. Like even his proportions are cartoonish. The She-Hulk though is built more as she's 7 feet tall, and has the muscles and everything, but it's more defined, more human characteristics than anything else. So you have that difficulty where you can make Banner look cartoonish and it'll work, but for her, it's more of a human type character, and so it's a little difficult. I mean, I've seen in some chats and some posts that people were, some of the more perverted dudes were like, "Oh, I'd smash She-Hulk," versus the actress. I'm like, it's the same freaking person. Like,
there's nothing wrong with liking cartoon characters. We just had
It's
we literally
accepted at
talked
this point.
about it for 40 minutes.
we had this
It's accepted.
discussion.
Nothing wrong with it. Nah, I've seen a lot of that too, though. I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah,
But
let's see.
overall, I mean, most of the people that I've seen talk about it like it. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I think somebody in the chat, I think it was Johnny, had said it gives him Ally McBeal and Law and Order vibes. I agree with that. It's got a different spin on the law show, and I think if they focus more on the law and have fun with that, it'll be a fun and it'll be a great show. There's supposed to be a cameo or something each show, which is great. That's fun. But I like that it's not exactly what you were expecting. Like they said, "Oh, Abomination will be on the next one," right? And you're like, "Well, it's just a guy underneath the character, and that's it." And he had a funny monologue, and that was it, and it was fun. So it subverts your expectations. Like, people were expecting him to be, full character and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So
yeah, but that's also all set up too. But again, 25 minutes. Like, think about we got a whole family scene. We got her trying to find a job. It was just too much in 25 minutes.
Kind of shoved it all in such a quick amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But we got official confirmation that Wolverine is in the MCU, which I don't know how they're gonna explain that, because like where were all these people before? But whatever, we'll get to that bridge when it happens. But there were so many Easter eggs just when she was searching for a job that kind of blew my mind. Like, I think that's what's good about this show is since she's in law and she's superhero law, like it's gonna open up for so many characters. Like, I mean, we've seen a bunch of random characters in the trailer, but I think there's gonna be even more than we are like anticipating, especially if the episodes get a little longer. If we actually go into these where she's fighting cases, which I'm kind of curious if they are now. Like, I thought the first episode back would have been more case work, and she got fired immediately. So it's like, I don't know. I'm curious. It's leaving me kind of guessing of like where it's gonna go, but I'm excited, man. It's not a terrible show. Not a terrible show.
I think it's good. I think it's great. See, Chat Mom says, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm wondering if it makes people uncomfortable because the male gaze isn't there. I may watch it just to see if it's even actually from a women's point of view. Okay, that's fair. That's fair criticism. A fair point. I mean, or if it's just a woman's story being told with the male gaze still there. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. And I don't know who the writers are. I don't know who the showrunners are. So who knows what perspective they are. But I do think, again, the character's a pretty smart character in terms of how she's portraying it, and they're having fun with it. So I definitely check it out. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Herc and Chat Mom, once you guys watch the show, because honestly, it's pretty good, and I think you'll get to binge it if you wait till Thursday. You can watch 3 episodes in a row. You might have a different take on it. Yeah, they're not that long, but you'll have a different take if you're able to see.
Wasn't like the first episode like 40 minutes?
It was like 35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Yeah.
It was longer than your standard sitcom, because the sitcoms are usually 20 to 19 minutes with commercials. And that's the other thing too. If it's built for commercials, it would feel different, but it's not. You're watching it all in one shot. So, let's see. Luna Rose says they created the Hulk CGI basics years ago while they were just starting to develop hers. Yeah, and she's got more hair, and hair is tricky for CGI. All that stuff.
That transition from like Hulk back to like human form was really good. Like that transition CGI is really good. I think they're doing a great job. There's nothing wrong with it.
But that also hurts the character. Think about it. If because she goes in and out of the character, so you're constantly having the reference of what she actually looks like versus the CG character, where Banner is pretty much Banner the entire time, or Professor Hulk. Mm-hmm. So no, let's see. Hercules says I want to watch it because I know Daredevil is coming back, and that isn't fair to the show itself. So I'm gonna have to check it out. Okay. Yeah. And they did finally mention the Celestial. I think they did. Yeah. That was in that. It's part of the Wolverine part as well. Let's see. This is here. Very good point, Luna. I don't think they'll keep it the same going forward, especially after the feedback they got in the first trailer.
Yeah, but I think the first trailer just wasn't finished.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was.
I think they just kind of threw something out.
And they had to. They had to. The
Yeah.
ending with Bruce in space left me in suspense. That's when I knew I was hooked. Yeah, I mean that's interesting because that's like okay, because you're not going to see it, or you're not supposed to see him more again. But that he's leading into another adventure, which he's going to go probably meet with Fury, which is good.
No. There's talks of him doing like a Planet Hulk kind of like storyline, but also there's talks of like he in the comics the Sakaar planet he has a son, so there's talks about him having a son. Maybe I don't know, because clearly like I think they made a point in the New Rockstars video that he has the Hulk helmet from Sakaar, which he didn't leave with it, so they're saying that he probably has been going back and forth there for quite a while now in this timeline. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Which, like I said, they're doing good at setting a lot of stuff up. I'm just curious if they'll set too much stuff up or like. I just don't want them to keep setting things up every episode, and then by the end of the season, none of her problems are resolved or anything. You know, and they leave us with a cliffhanger.
Like takes away from her show.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Hercules says hair and water are the hardest things to animate, so I get the struggle there, and that's why I don't criticize CGI too much. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's got to be Mortal Kombat Annihilation bad for me to say something about it. Or again, sometimes you just know that that's CGI, and okay,
that's okay.
Like,
there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's all right. It just depends on. For me, it's what are you trying to accomplish in the show, right, or in the movie or the element? Are you trying to show realism? Then I'm going to criticize that. But if you're like in a fantasy element and it looks a little fake, so are unicorns and all these things are fakes. Like who cares? Like in Harry Potter, if they like the wand looked a little fake when they did like a magic spell, was that going to go crazy? It's freaking magic. Like now if it was based in real life and it looked odd, I'd be like, all right, well that didn't work. So that's kind of like the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah.
Aren't the rights to Hulk still with Universal? I believe they still have it. They still have the rights, but I think they worked out a deal because the Banner would not or Hulk would not have been able to appear in the Avengers. I just think certain.
No, I just think the deal is they can't make a
solo,
movie.
right?
Yeah. Which there's theories that they kind of just wrote off the Hulk and made him kind of not as. I mean, when you think about it, like Hulk isn't as like imposing in all of these like things. Like he did the snap because he was the strongest one, but for the most part, it's like he has a couple fights here and there. That they either he has a couple fights or it's Banner himself talking, but it's never like anything crazy. They don't really move forward with his storyline. We kind of just get answers throughout all these different things, and they're like, well, maybe they're just kind of like weakening the character a little bit, so when they do buy him back, he's like less. How do you say like I guess they're just gonna pay less for it because it's not they haven't done nothing crazy like which I mean obviously if they're gearing for like a World War Hulk or whatever those Planet Hulk storylines, then that means they're planning to get it back and they already got like the vision of how they're gonna bring the Hulk back as popular because Hulk's a popular character overall.
Yeah, he is.
For the most part. I mean, he's always been in the comic books, everything.
No, he's one of the mainstays for sure. Rich is in the house. What's cracking, homies? Welcome, Rich. Welcome to the show, sir.
Welcome.
We missed you, man. We missed you. Thank you for coming back, for sure. All right, so the She-Hulk thing, again, I would say people take a look at it. Make sure you guys check it out. There's some CG things there, but it's a fun show. And I think its focus isn't to be action driven. It's more of a comedy. And that's just, the way that I think it's designed. So just enjoy the show. If you guys have not watched it, go ahead and check it out and watch it for sure. So She-Hulk, make sure you check that out. Okay. So go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of CGI, did you guys see the Pinocchio trailer?
Oh, dear God.
The new Pinocchio movie?
I don't want to watch any part of it because I want to be surprised. To be honest,
They
I
did
saw
a
the first.
really good job.
Oh no, I saw the first trailer and I said, you know what? I'm going to critique it too much. I just want to be surprised and just enjoy it because I like the story of Pinocchio, but I didn't watch it. I saw there was a trailer, but I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't
I
watch
know
it either. But I'm also probably not gonna watch it at all.
That's true. That's true. All right, let's see here. Oh, we got a comment here. It says I did a little research and it looks like it's supposed to be a female gaze, which is cool. I hope it's not super preachy. I want like the new Mad Max feminist vibes. We'll see. It might be a little preachy. I'm just putting myself in your shoes there, Chat Mom. It might be a little preachy, but I think it works. I think it's fun. I having loved Pinocchio, OMG. I hope it's good. I do too. I love the story, and that's why I don't want to see the trailers. I really want to be surprised. I really want to just enjoy the film and not get into the discussion about CG and how they're doing it and the characters. I just want to watch it. And Tom Hanks is a great actor. Playing Geppetto. I'm there. I'm sold. Tom Hanks. You say Tom Hanks, I'm watching it. He's one of those few actors that if you put him in a movie, I'm going to go check out that movie. You don't have to tell me a whole lot about it. I'm going to go check it out. He's one of those few guys that do that.
And his son. His son is pretty good too.
His son is pretty good. Yeah, his son is actually really, really good. That's got to be crazy, man. Like living under the shadow of Tom Hanks. Like your dad.
That's the thing.
Like,
I didn't know he had a son until you mentioned it. Like I look at him, I was like, oh, that kind of does look like him.
There's some discussion here. Mad Max Fury Road. I thought it was cool, but the best Mad Max is Mad Max 2: The Road Warrior. You know, the thing about those movies is the idea of the movie. So, like, yes, Mad Max Fury Road, very cool, great spectacle, awesome movie. But the original, post-apocalyptic world, the way they set it up with real cars and natural environments, that was the fun part of Mad Max. That was the part that sold most people. So yeah, even though Mad Max Fury Road is probably superior visually, and probably a really, really good movie, it's the originals that give you the ideas. So sometimes you have to go back to those. So I can agree with that. I can agree with that for sure. Yeah, the original is always going to be lit. Yeah, it's where you get your original ideas for sure. This is for you, producer extraordinaire. Talk about the Lies of P, because that might be a game coming out soon.
That's that. Yeah, that's that. Pinocchio. Yeah, it's the Pinocchio game. I heard about that. It's like it's supposed to be like this like edgy take on Pinocchio. That looks cool. I forgot about that. I probably won't play it because I don't know. I have to see more on it. There's like it looks pretty good though.
Let's see. We got anyone know Izzo? Well, Izzo, welcome to the show. The first Mad Max was the best. Okay, I mean I can respect that. I like the Mad Max movies, the early ones. Rich says here in the real full story script of Mad Max 2, The Road Warriors actually takes place in 2022. It was an 80s movie, so that's funny because Back to the Future, right? The year that they go to is what, 2015.
2015, yeah.
So that's the one problem about like some of these movies they get pretty dated, like the Terminator, for example, right? Takes place in 1984. The world is melting down in 2020 something, and it's like, okay, we were already there. So when you go back to watch it, it's funny to see what people thought the future was going to look like. So no, that's an interesting comment there for sure. Chat is bumping tonight. Chat is bumping. We got lots of viewers. We got 20 viewers on. We got people on the chat. I'm loving tonight, man. This is a great vibe tonight, and having a lot of fun. I just have one more thing to talk about, and then we can close the show. So I wanted to ask you guys, because I have a very, very specific like view of movies, right? I love movies, and that's like my thing. But I'm in it for the emotion, right? And so I was part of a chat discussion that was talking about it earlier this week, and what they talked about was like physical media, going to the movies. I've talked about this before on the show, but I really, really got into the conversation because I think AD, you and I talked about it when we talked about Mortal Kombat. That it wasn't memorable. Like, not that it wasn't memorable, but like we didn't go to the theater to go see it, and like with your friends and everything. And I'm about the experience. But is that? And again, I asked you two because you guys are a different generation than me. Because what often is said is that, oh, the movies back in the 70s, back in the 80s, these movies were real movies. This was the best that best in cinema. I just think it was a better experience because that's all you had. Like, there was a memorable moment that made you really think about these movies. I've gone back now and watched some old movies, and some of them suck, but it didn't take away from my thought process of it. So, AD, for you, and then we'll ask you, Medium Llama, like, does it matter if you stream a movie or if you watch it at home or go to the theater? Like, what's your preference, and what do you think of that whole process?
I mean, I go to the theater for any movie I kind of like want to see. Like, if I really want to see it in theater, I'm gonna go see it. Like, I went and watched the Dragon Ball Z movie this past weekend. I don't. It depends, man, because it depends on how good the movie is, and like you said, if the movie makes you feel something, it doesn't matter where you are or when you're watching it. Like, I just think it's the movie itself. Like, if you connect to a movie, or if you like what happens in the movie, I don't think it matters necessarily if you watch it in theaters or not. I think the theaters is just more memorable because it's you literally going, you get the snacks, the drink, you got the popcorn smell, you're sitting with a big screen. You know what I mean? You got the music. The experience is just going to the theaters, but I don't think it necessarily matters because, like, there's a lot of movies that I've watched, like Malibu's Most Wanted. I didn't see that in theaters. I saw it wherever I saw it, probably at home, like, and I just remember, like, my parents and me, like, we're watching it on the TV. We're all watching it again. It's just hilarious. And like the next day we're quoting the jokes or whatnot, so I think if the movie makes you feel something, I think that's what attracts it to you. Because, and think about any movie you like, there's a scene you remember and how that scene made you feel the first time. And that's why, like, it's funny because, you watched You Got Served, and it's like, think about how much we quote that movie and stuff, or like any of the movies we tell you about, and it's always going to be a different experience for you because it's way later. You're watching it on your own while you're recording it. You're not really watching it with, like, if you would have watched the movie with us, it would have been a little easier for us to point out or whatever. Well, there's another movie that you did, and I was like, he cut out all the best parts of, like, what we joke about. So it's like, it's just a different experience. I think when you watch it and you feel something for it, that's when you're like, it's the most memorable, Because I think personally with the Mortal Kombat movie, I love Mortal Kombat. I mean, we talk about this at length all the time, but I don't think if I saw it in theaters, I would have watched it again either way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the movie just wasn't that good, and it kind of let me down in a lot of ways. So it's like, I don't think the theaters would have helped that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, the movie's got to be good. I just, and again, this is just because the way I grew up is that I didn't have all of these comforts, right? Like, for example, again, back in the Stone Ages when we had, people acting out the movies. The movie was an experience. It was an event, and you didn't see that movie for years. Like it didn't make its way to broadcast television for a while. I fortunately came when VHS tapes were just, starting to really hit the ground. And so, like, you saw a movie like Superman, or you saw E.T., or you saw something in the theater, and it just stuck with you. And then we, friends, family, whoever, went to repeat viewings at the theater. And so for me, a movie experience, even to this day, is so much more for me. And I mean, I tear up at the freaking start of the movie, the preview, the way that the thing comes on. It's just an emotional experience for me because I love it so much. And I'm trying to capture, Little Llama from 1984, the first time he went to a movie theater and he freaking cried his eyes out watching E.T. Like, that to me is what I'm trying to capture every time I go to the movies. And it's crazy. It's crazy that the smells and the sights. I can even remember Superman 2, for example. Went and saw that in the theater, and I walked to the theater from my house with my mom, and I went in, watched this movie, and I can remember almost every detail, the smells, the way the seats felt, everything. And now I watch that movie now, and honestly, I watched it the other day. It's not as memorable, not as exciting, but I remember like how it made me feel as a kid. So again, I talk. It's a different feel for me than it is for others, but I find myself not being as in love with the movie if I saw it home streaming. That's just me. But I always love the perspectives of other people. So, what about you, Medium Llama? I always take you guys to the movies, but what do you prefer? What makes something stick out for you?
I honestly, I prefer to be in a movie theater only because of the fact, like you said, there's like I don't know what it is. You're just like there, like there's nothing else to do. Like that's why you go to the movies. You go to the movies to watch the movie. Like if we're watching a movie at home or something, I feel like I catch myself looking at my phone. If it's a movie I've seen, obviously I'll be on my phone or something like that. But I feel like being in a movie theater, it just like puts you like directly in it, and you can't like there's nowhere else for you to go, and it's just for you to watch the movie and for you to enjoy the movie and understand the movie. I wish I watched The Godfather in the movie theater, because like literally watching it at home, I didn't even touch my phone once. Like that's the thing. It's kind of based on like what the movie is. Like if we're going to see like a Marvel movie, yeah, it'll be like cool and stuff like to watch and all that stuff. But like going to see like what was it, like Batman for the first time, the new Batman, or like Ready Player One, like stuff like that. I wish I could see that again in a movie theater. So it really just depends on like what movie it is, or like what you've already seen, or like what you haven't seen. Like all those like gangster movies I watched at home, like I really wish I watched those in the movie theater and got to like actually like see that for the first time on like a big screen like that. But you can still enjoy a movie at home. It's just I feel like it really just kind of depends on the movie. If it's more like those serious movies, like the ones that like like all those A24 movies, or like especially like the older movies that have all of these like Academy Awards and they all have these like big names towards them, I feel like those you would have to like, I wish that you can like take seriously and watch in a movie theater. But if it's like a reboot, like Pinocchio, if the Pinocchio movie came out, it's not like I'll go see it in a movie theater. It's cool, but it's like not a necessity to go see it in a movie theater. Like, yeah, I'll like if it comes out on streaming services, I'll watch it, but it's not going to be like anything that I need to go see. I feel like when I watch a movie too, I'm like a really big fan of like the long cuts. So when it's like that, like immersive into the movie, I feel like I would watch it better with like at a movie theater rather than like at home, especially with like Top Gun, the new Top Gun movie. Watching that in the movie theater is amazing, and I don't feel like you can get that any other feeling anywhere else. But it's just kind of based on like how the movie's made, and all that it really just comes down to what the movie is. I prefer a movie theater 100%.
No, like I said, and AD, you went to see the Dragon Ball Z in the theater, so that experience was different for you than it would be, if you watched it at home. But again, everyone has their preference, so I'm not saying one is better than the other. I just let you guys know and I think I've talked about it. Like I enjoy the experience. I enjoy my family having the same experience. And yeah, I'm an emotional dude. I think I'm sure I'm suffering from some kind of depression of some sort. I cry at the start of a movie, like nothing's happening. And I'm starting to tear up, and I'm like, I'm just excited, and I love that I'm watching a movie. And it's silly, but it is what it is. There's some comments here about I guess they were talking about some of the, I don't know if you want to look at those. The animation. Okay, yeah, it looked really different. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, that's true. Also feel that the way that they're filmed, they were talking about the 70s movies, longer frames. That's my preference, like Sling Blade, the long one-shot scenes. But I like being home or in the drive-in. Okay, so again, it is personal preference. In Prey, that one scene where you can tell it was shot in one sequence and the main character is kicking ass. Yeah, for sure. Ain't no gas in it from Sling Blade. I guess they're quoting it. Let's see. He says Sling Blade, great movie. Okay, someone's liking that. It's like a surprise now if you see long scenes because everything is always little clips, 10 seconds. That's the thing too about movies is that they're cut and made for today's audience. So some movies will get that. And I've said it too on some of my reactions, some of the older movies, like, hey, it's a slow burn. And what I mean by it is just like I know that I would prefer maybe a couple of cuts in between, but that's okay.
Like 1917.
Yeah,
That one was
1917 is
perfect
it's a
example.
concept film. So yeah, that's actually pretty exciting. Let's see. Hercules says here, I saw a grown man cry when Gandalf the Grey died in theaters, and I've never been the same since.
Exactly.
Chat Mom says she
moment.
cried when Chat Mom says she cried when Boromir died. Okay. On Tubi TV, check out Bomb City. It's a true story that takes place in Texas back in the late 1990s. It's a varsity football team who has beef with punk rockers. Oh, is this like Warriors all over again?
That's when I was gonna say when you guys were talking about Mad Max, I kept thinking of Warriors. That's why I don't know why I kept thinking of that in my head.
That terrible movie. Wait, Chat Mom says, wait, you've never seen Sling Blade, Mama? No, I have not seen Sling Blade. I've heard the memes. I've heard the funny impressions that people do of the guy who's Sling Blade or whatever, but I've never watched that movie. So, is that one worth watching? Is that one of those 5 tissue box rating movies? Anyway. So, guys, hit us up in the chat. Let us know if, your favorite movie, your favorite experience. So, AD, what do you got going on? Oh, let's see. It's not funny. It's a drama. It's amazing. Okay. I'll check it out. Jane or Chat Mom, how much time? It's a big tissue box. Yeah. How much time is that movie? Is it like a 3-hour movie? Just let me know that because I need to know run times because I got to prepare myself. So yeah, Sling Blade's a must see. Okay, for sure. Okay, so
2.5 hours.
Oh, is it 2.5 hours? Oh my
yeah,
God.
that's what it says. 2.5 hours.
That's a day recording. So I got to record in the daytime. Okay, so let's we're reaching almost the 2-hour mark. We're gonna start sort of winding down. Chat, if there's anything else you want us to cover, let us know. AD, so what do we have post Llama tonight? Is there a post Llama stream? And what's your plan for this week? What do you got going on?
I got work and school, brother. Work and school. That's really all I got right now. Just trying to balance. Like I said, I started a whole new job, so been going through that. Trying to balance, like find a good schedule because now it's not as easy as like Arby's. I had like a set schedule where they knew exactly what days I wanted off and stuff. So I gotta figure that out. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be a little stream after if we get off in time because I also I'm still working I'm working at both jobs for the next couple of days. So I'm trying to like get through that.
You're busy, man. You're a busy man.
Sadly.
Yeah, man. I gotta work in the morning, so I gotta shut this down as soon as I get out of here. Hercules says, so proud of you guys. Keep the grind going. Love this platform and love the show. Thank you, Hercules, man. We gotta have you back. We gotta get you back on the show.
Sure.
Without AD getting upset that you're on the show. Or threatening to quit. Okay, so this week I put out a poll. Because I kind of like the movie trilogies, even though sometimes they don't work out so well. I put there if you guys want me to watch the Bourne series, which I have not watched, the Jason Bourne movies, or there's a thing called the Cornetto trilogy, which is a series of movies made by the same director and same actors. It looks like the Cornetto series is actually winning. And so I'm gonna, by the end of this week, or by tomorrow morning or something like that, I'm going to figure out which one I'm watching. I'll let you guys know. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what some new movie directions we're going in, and if there's a good, if there's a good cut, The Emperor's New Groove will make its way onto release. But again, I'm going to give it the old college try and see what it looks like. If it doesn't look good, it's not going to see the light of day. So we'll see. All right, guys. Well, listen, I think we've reached the end of the show. I want to thank everybody in the chat. I mean, we had some new folks in the chat. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining us tonight. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for being a part of the Big Llama Show. AD, you're the man, man. I appreciate you, man. This show it runs on us too, man. I think, it's the longest thing I've ever committed to on the internet. We talked about it the other day. We have like a catalog, right, of all these episodes, and I'm just excited. I'm excited for the direction of the show. I'm excited to answer more and more questions, meet each week with everybody. But guys, listen, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to producer Medium Llama for being here tonight. Chat Mom says, night bitches, 19 viewers today. Yeah, this was cool. I'll be back. Well, thank you so much, Izzo. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate you. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe as well. If you're watching the show on YouTube, there's like links to the Llama merch. If you're interested in the Llama, the shirts and everything, again, that's up to you guys. But thank you guys. We appreciate everybody coming in. I'm the Big Llama. He's Blackout AD, and that's producer Medium Llama. We're going to see you guys next week, Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out, everybody.
Later.
Peace out.